Welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for another card making tutorial. I have a tasty truck treat for you guys today. During the celebration promotion that starts on January 4th, 2017, Stampin' Up! Will be offering some stamp sets and different products that are free with a $50 product purchase. So I'm going to bring to you Tasty Truck Stamp Set. And it's a food truck with a bunch of different foods and a bunch of different sayings. And it's a really, really cool, whimsical, modern kind of look to it. What I'm going to stamp on is my Whisper White note cards and envelopes. They're kind of a smaller than the typical 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. These measure 5 by 3 1/2. And I like the size of this to be able to match with the size of the stamped images from Tasty Trucks. I decided to use the sentiment that says hot dog, as it's so much fun, hot dog. And then here are a bunch of hot dogs that I'm stamping as my own pattern paper onto the card front. This is going to be just a single layer card. I want to keep it very simple. And it does have a whimsical look. I can't believe that I'm stamping hot dogs. And it's the cutest thing ever. And I think that it will make whoever receives this card or a card made with this stamp set, it will bring a great big smile to their face. And that makes me want to use this stamp set. So with that in mind, then I think I can feel as free as I can get on making a whimsical card. So what I chose to do was stamp a whole bunch of hot dogs on the card. So I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black to do this stamping today. And to color in the hot dog and hot dog bun, I am using the 2015 to 2017 in colors. I want to use the Stampin' Write markers in Delightful Dijon and Watermelon Wonder. The Watermelon Wonder is for the hot dog, and you never know what color you're going to get on a hot dog, so I figured this kind of reddish pink would fit the bill. And it does. It kind of works. So the Delightful Dijon is the buns, and I'm not trying to stay in the lines. In keeping with the feel of a whimsical art type of project, you don't always need to stay within the lines. There's so many hot dogs that are flying around on this card that going outside the lines on one or two is perfectly acceptable. So I'm just filling in, and now I'm going to do the hot dogs, and I'm using the fine tip end of the Stampin' Write marker. Stampin' Up's markers are fantastic. I love their dye ink, and there's a brush tip and there's a fine tip. I generally use the fine tip of these markers to write inside the card. I love the fact that I can match the ink that I'm writing in to the stamping and the cardstock. That to me just carries it through even further to the inside of the card. So that fine tip is just the right size to be able to color in these cool little hot dogs. These note cards are also really nice, really thick, and they're just the right size to be able to make a nice small card. To complete the project, I put a couple of score lines above the stamp that says hot dog, and that kind of carries through just a little bit to the top of the card. Thank you guys for joining me once again for another card making tutorial, and I invite you to join me in the next video. Thanks.